For the first time, talking about Allisha Watts. She is the missing woman from Moore County, last seen in Charlotte almost a month ago now. This localized story, now turned national, has everyone asking, everyone across the nation, where is Allisha? You might remember after Allisha disappeared, her boyfriend was found unresponsive in her SUV parked in a DMV parking lot almost an hour outside of Charlotte and Anson County. A report says he had attempted suicide and there was no sign of Allisha. Well, now, tonight, 24 days later, CMPD is breaking its silence. Before going to the concert, our Cam Gaskins had a pretty serious afternoon, and he sat down for a one-on-one interview with the lead investigator. This story is all new for you at 11 o'clock.
I want to go back to kind of the beginning of the investigation. She was last seen July 16th. The missing persons report was filed on the 19th, but CMPD didn't ask for public assistance with the case until the 24th. I'm curious why the delay in getting the public involved with this investigation.
Right. So, you know, it's important to know, first of all, that we investigate thousands of missing persons every year. At the very first second, we can't jump all the way to something until we've worked our way responsibly through trying to find them in a more conventional way.
Right, but even a couple of days though after her car was found without her and her boyfriend inside of it, was that not enough of a cause to try to get the public involved at that point?
Sure, and some of that information was put out. Our PIO's office has been in pretty frequent communication, has been very responsive to any questions that have come out. We don't put everything in the world out because it's really important for us to maintain the integrity of our investigation.
Has James Dunmore been questioned in connection to this case?
So James Dunmore, I think it's been widely reported that he was found there in Polkton. He was transported to a medical facility. It's not my right or duty to comment on anything medical about him, but I can tell you that James Dunmore is somebody very important to this investigation.
Gotcha. Have you questioned him, and do you know his current location at this point?
So I'm not going to comment on the particular details about questioning, and I do not know his current location right now.
So at this point in the investigation, it's been 24 days. How confident is the department that Allisha Watts will be found alive?
I can't comment. I don't know if she'll be found alive or not. I can tell you I hope she is. I really hope she is. I hope with the family and I hope with the friends that she's found alive. But our laser focus right now is finding her.
Again, Cam Gaskins reporting. It was just last night friends and family gathered in Polkton in Anson County and prayed outside the DMV where investigators found her SUV. Allisha's friends say her mother is trusting in God.
She wanted me to convey to everybody, how appreciative she is of the work that you are doing to bring her child home.
We are committed to staying on top of every development in this search for Allisha. So to read more about the story, you can visit our website, WVTV.com. Just click right here on the story. We also have a full interactive timeline